because I heard one was coming. So if she has arrived, greetings to you as well. And most importantly, the brilliant young minds here. I once again greet you. Good morning. Please, good morning.
Good morning.
All right. So I'm honored to stand before you on behalf of my Chief Executive Officer in person, Mr. Osman Ayariga. He sends his warmest regards and deepest regret for not being here. He has asked me to tell you that he actually believes in your potential to shape the future of work in Ghana and more so beyond the country. Today's conference, Navigating the Future of Work, Trends, Challenges, and Opportunities, could not be more timely. As the world evolves at an unprecedented pace, driven by technology, globalization, and shifting in our economic landscape, the question I would want to ask, or I'll prefer we ask ourselves, is how do we, as a nation, how do we prepare ourselves to adapt, not only adapt, but also to thrive within these changes? I'll just speak on something few, and then I'll hand over the mic. Entrepreneurial spirit and innovation is currently the engine of progress in all countries. The future belongs to those who create. It's no longer for those who wait for others to create for them. So if you want to succeed, you need to begin to have that mindset. In a world where traditional career paths are being disrupted, entrepreneurship is no longer just an option. It has become a necessity. To us, I just want us to know that innovation is now a mindset. The most successful entrepreneurs don't just wait for opportunities, they create them. Whether through tech startups, agribusinesses, or creative industries, your ability to identify problems and design solutions will set you apart. You should know that you have to embrace failures. The road to success is paved with lessons, not just victories. And at NYA, or the National Youth Authority, we are committed to providing platforms like mentorship programs, funding opportunities, incubator hubs, just to help young people turn their ideas into entrepreneurship. Now, as we sit here, I want us to ponder over this. What problem keeps us up at night? And how can you solve it? When you're able to come up with these, you are an entrepreneur. Because solutions to a problem is the success to the future work. We need to build for tomorrow. The United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs, remind us that growth must be inclusive and sustainable. As the largest demographic group in Ghana, being the youth, carrying more than 12% of the population, we must be at the forefront of this mission. And in so doing, like the CEO earlier said, there are other opportunities in green entrepreneurship. We have climate smart businesses that we can venture into, especially in renewable energy. Currently, the country is studying other countries like Kenya and Rwanda, where we are moving into e-vehicles. And even we are shifting from the motor riding to also e-motors. So the government, through the Okada project, is looking towards the e-motors. So if you're a youth and you want to venture into this, it's prudent that you identify this opportunity and then you move towards that angle. As well as waste management and sustainable agriculture. These are not just trends, they are the future. We should also know that we have to shift from competition and move into collaboration. You might have an idea, another person has it. Let's come together and work. Ghanaians like the exam style of life, where we want to succeed and pass someone. Please, when you move out of this institution, there's no more competition in who is passing and who will be first. We need to collaborate. Partnership between academia, industry, and government. These things are critical in equipping us, and it is the tools that will lead us on. Currently, NY is working tirelessly to ensure policies and programs, and a typical one is our flagship National Apprenticeship Program, the NAP, which was launched last month, 30th April at Tamale. This provides free skills training to all young Ghanaians. If you are interested in it, it is free. All you need to do is to get the form paid. And when you are selected, you undergo the training. After that, startup kits are given for you to be able to set yourself up. So, not just with the good knowledge, you need to empower yourself with some skill. And I believe it will help. We need to be staying ahead. And like I said earlier, currently, automation and artificial intelligence, which CEO had already said, are reshaping industries. And for us to remain relevant, we must cultivate skills that machines cannot replicate. That idea that AI is taking our job, you don't have to sit for AI to take your job. You have to get something that AI cannot overdo. Do you understand? It's very, very important. And these things, machines cannot do. Some of them are critical thinking and creativity. You have to input, give a prompt before AI will work. Even the prompt, if you don't give it, well, it gives you useless messages. So you need to have that ability to think critically and be creative. In this era, you need to be digitally fluent. I don't know if someone will get a job if the person can't actually do anything on the computer. In an era where everyone wants to be on TikTok, it's not just having a smartphone and videoing yourself, but it's also watching YouTube to learn certain key skills that will help you. Lastly, is emotional intelligence. This comes with leadership, teamwork, and then adaptability. To be able to succeed, you need to learn how to control yourself in so many angles. How to control your anger. A little thing and someone is insulting on the social media. Just something small, then the world has just opened and closed all of a sudden. We need to be able to control that if we want to succeed in the future work ahead. There's a call for action. And I would want to plead to the students here today that you are not just the leaders of tomorrow, you are the change makers of today. The future of work is not a distant reality. It is being written now. And it is by your choices, it is by your courage, and it is by your willingness to take bold steps. With the National Youth Authority, have it in mind that we stand with you. And we challenge you to dare to dream. And as much as you are daring to dream, please put your plans into execution. We challenge you to seek mentorship, that one day you become mentors yourself. We challenge you to leverage on opportunities that are available, like the National Apprenticeship Program. But then NIP also has a Jumera currently. We have the 1 million coders also available. We want you to take those opportunities. It is not for the adult, it is for the youth. Take those opportunities, seize them, and let's come together to build a Ghana where young entrepreneurs will drive sustainable development, where innovation meets opportunities, and where no young person is left behind. To close, I'll use Dr. Kwame Nkrumah's words. He says, "We face neither east nor west. We face forward." Let's move forward with vision, resilience, and collective action. Thank you.
Security analyst, Cesar Ghana, University and Tutors faculty, fellow students, leaders, ladies and gentlemen, good morning, or better still, good afternoon. It's a profound honor to stand before you today, not merely as a student leader, but as a messenger for thousands of brilliant minds who are actively preparing for a future that is fast evolving, digitally driven, and full of both promise and unprecedented lessons. The UFO Future of Work Conference arrives at a critical moment. The global landscape of employment is undergoing a seismic shift. Artificial intelligence, machine learning, digital globalization, these things are reconfiguring industries and redefining what it means to be employable. In such a context, academic instruction must no longer stand apart from workforce development. They must coexist and co-evolve. Here in our noble institution, UMAC IJ, we have never lacked talent. What we need now is a targeted opportunity. As students trained in journalism, public relations, policy communication, development communication, and media strategies, we are builders of national narratives, advocates of reforms, and stewards of democratic engagement. But I'm saddened to tell you that without structured transition, our academic potential often goes underutilized. In response, we, as the body of UNIMAC SRC, humbly propose a three-pronged approach that places students at the center of Ghana's development dialogue. The first, institutionalized internship pathways. We propose the establishment of formal internship partnership between academic institutions and national development agencies, such as those represented here today, CISA and UFO. And we are hoping to engage our hands on projects like strategic public communication, policy research and media intelligence, digital platform management, and civic engagement. These internship programs will sharpen the skills of our students while offering fresh, youthful, insightful ways for a better Ghana. The second proposal we're talking about here today is about postgraduate media and technology fellowship. So again, in collaboration with key partners like UFO and CISA, we propose the creation of media and civic technology fellowship, tailored for recent graduates, that is those going out of school any moment from now. This fellowship will focus on AI application in journalism, and public advocacy, ethical media practices in an age of misinformation, disinformation, and fake news. Youth-led innovations in peace building and civic education. Such program will build a national pipeline of professionals trained not just for employment, but for transformative leadership. The last but not the least, Innovation Hub through campus-based UFO clubs. We express full support for UFO's initiative to establish student club on university campuses. These hubs must be more than social circles. They must be policy incubators, digital laboratories, and platforms for innovations. With mentorship from institutions such as CSER and national actors, these clubs can serve as think tanks where students propose and pilot real-world solutions to Ghana's most promising and present challenges. To everyone here, the future of work is not distant. It is a current responsibility, and it demands that we break the gap between theory and application, between potential and practice. That bridge can only be constructed through strategic partnership, like the ones we have and seek to inspire. Let us not allow this day to pass as a mere intellectual engagement. Let it serve as a launching pad for collaborative programs that empower students to become practitioners, thinkers, and solution architects. As we reflect on the changing nature of work, let us remember that no nation has ever developed by sidelining its youth. The future of Ghana depends on the structures we put in place today to prepare, to equip, and to integrate our young people into the national vision. May we continue to build Ghana where innovation, partnership, and the youth leadership are all inspirations and are also standardized. Thank you.
Protocols, all the resources, materials that you need have been said already. And what I want to say here is that this is just going to be like a top up to what we have already heard. And it is an honor to be here to give a talk with you. According to the topic for today, I'm highly honored to speak at this very important conference. Focus on preparing young people for a future where I would say my experience in the military has taught me a great lesson. And today's world of work is changing rapidly. Due to technology, globalization, climate change, academic qualification alone are not enough for you. Employers now seek skills like critical thinking, digital literacy as our bosses said earlier, emotional intelligence, and you need to have that skills of communicating your ideas. And how do you bridge that gap between your education that you have acquired and the work that you're supposed to do after school? I have some 3 strategies I want to pass to you. First of all, your certificate alone is not enough for you. You need to acquire a skill. As the Youth Authority has said, they have so many programs that you can take advantage of. You are young, and make sure any program that is enrolled by the government, you take part, and that alone is going to help you in your life. Experience learning, you need to learn from people. Don't look for job just from the beginning. If you are not getting it, look for volunteering job, internship in the various places, especially UFO is doing a great job. Other NGOs are also doing a whole lot of work, community work. Get involved. Don't say because they are not paying you, so you are not going to what? Take advantage of that. It gives you an exposure and you get to know a lot. Look for a mentorship. And through that mentorship, you get to network. For instance, like all of us meeting here today. Maybe there's someone here who will be your part, your divine helper. So network with them and get all those information to really help you in your life. And on behalf of the Alliance of Global Volunteer, for instance, what we do is we mobilize all the NGOs, amplify whatever they are doing in the various communities. And through that activities, for instance, you can also be part of it. Volunteer to be part of such activities and you will learn. There are so many UN jobs out there. You can even go to UNV website, UN Inspira. Those platforms gives you a lot of jobs opportunities there. You don't necessarily have to look for the pay one. Start from the volunteering. And over there, they'll give you a little bit stipend, and that alone will give you an open door for a bigger opportunity. So on behalf of the Alliance of Global Volunteer, I bring a solidarity message to invite Universal Friendship Organization, and the AGV will stand with you in empowering the youth to become skilled purpose, driven leaders, and a change maker. I say, your certificates alone is not enough. Learn the skills, get a mentor, and your life will be easy as you leave school. Thank you.
My advice has to do with the student, the youth. We need to take entrepreneurship skills as seriously. Engage in entrepreneurship skills for the betterment of their future. If they enter into entrepreneurship skills, I don't think they will depend on government sector for employment. You see, those who invested in agriculture are taking the glory now. So I urge students, what do you call it, the youth, to invest or have interest in entrepreneurship skills for better their future.
This conference is basically how to prepare us to face the challenges ahead of us. Basically, our universities doesn't teach us what is out there, but we do more of theory. But whenever you are done with the university and you go out there, you realize that it's all there is a all different game together. So why are we here? We are here so that we can prepare adequately to face the challenges, to help people tell us exactly what we're supposed to venture into to equip our future in terms of business. Thank you.
Looking at our speakers so far, all of them are hammering on entrepreneurship, digitalization, and then technology in today's workspace. Most people are talking about AI taking their jobs, and then but then looking at the program today, most of them made us understand how we can be more intelligent when it comes to emotions, and then artificial intelligence. We can inquire more, we can make ourselves more productive, to the fact that artificial intelligence can't take our place in the workplace. That is one thing I am taking home. That is my take home, a very big one. And I'm standing on that from today. I think putting that into my activities, it's going to help me a lot in the business industry.